So this is what we are going to look at. The first part we've already done, examining the context, why it is important. Asset allocation, ही सब कुछ है. That is something that we look at. The debate around large cap versus mid cap, small cap, NFOs, thematics. Is timing everything, or is there more to it? Very good morning to all of you. I think my presentation has been preponed a little bit, so I'm straight away landing from a traffic jam. Please pardon me if my start is a little bit shaky, okay? I'm just joking. We'll be serious about the next 20 minutes of presentation that I'm going to take you through. My congratulations to AAFM for conducting this event. And I think all across the country, I have been part of several of these events and thoroughly enjoyed them. It's not just me giving a presentation, but also learning a lot from all the people around. I think it's great feedback across the country. I've done 2 of these in diverse locations across the country, and I find that this is a great way to interact, build up, and especially for manufacturers like us, which is mutual funds. I think it's a fantastic feedback that comes in from all of you. So please feel free to share the feedback. Give me about 15 minutes and I'm going to stick to the schedule. We have the, yeah. Okay. So anyways, I'll just begin off by saying that we are, going to touch upon a topic which is called myth versus reality. And I'm going to talk to you about this in the context of investing in mutual funds, because मेरा 28 में से 24 साल म्यूचुअल फंड इंडस्ट्री में निकले हैं, तो मैं उसके बारे में ही बोल सकता हूँ. You all are practitioners with years and years of experience, and you have the ears to the ground in terms of what the clients or investors are thinking. So please, like I said, this is going to be my perspective as a mutual fund industry practitioner. And here are some thoughts I wanted to share with you. So, while the presentation is being set up, let me complete the first small part of it, which is, why do myths and reality really, occur? So, उसमें क्या होता है कि आपका एक माहौल होता है या context, and दूसरी तरफ एक perspective होता है या नजरिया, right? So, जब माहौल और नजरिया का interplay होता है, so that is where we see myths, flourishing and reality sometimes getting faded away. And hence there is nothing right or wrong. And what I'm going to try and do in this next 20 minutes is to basically look at some of these common practices, beliefs, thinking, queries that we have in our minds, and some real, I would say activities we undertake on a day-to-day basis when we are interacting with clients at your level, or for us when we are interacting with distributors, and try and see why there is reason to really look deeper and always look at it from a fresh perspective, because there is new data emerging, new research emerging. So never say never, I think, is the mantra if you were to ask me to be able to generate consistent returns. Like again I said, this is my perspective. So this is what we are going to look at. The first part we've already done, examining the context, why it is important. Asset allocation, ही सब कुछ है. That is something that we look at. The debate around large cap versus mid cap, small cap, NFOs, thematics. Is timing everything, or is there more to it, right? And learning from some behavioral pushbacks. I'm going to complete all this in the next 15 minutes. Okay, so while we are setting the context, अब हमें बात करनी है क्योंकि हम म्यूचुअल फंड इंडस्ट्री में हैं और हम सबका जॉब है लोगों को रिटर्न्स बना के देना, right? End of the day, what matters is how richer our clients are 10, 15, 20 years down the line, right? So from our perspective, it is important that we bring in best products with good long-term returns, controlled drawdowns for you. So the context here is the India की economic यात्रा जो हम लोग देख रहे हैं, lot of numbers, but simply put, primarily 3 components: services, industry, agriculture, where services comprises almost 50% of our GDP. और आप नोट करेंगे कि हमारा जो GDP है वो पिछले so this is data from 94, a snapshot every 10 years, so 3 decades of data. इट टेल्स यू कि हमारा जीडीपी जो है वो हर 10 साल में अराउंड डबल हो गया है, फ्रॉम 325 बिलियन टुडे इट इज टचिंग 4 ट्रिलियन। और इसी दौरान सेंसेक्स जो है वो करीबन 3 से 5 टाइम बढ़ी है। सो इन 93-94 द BSE Sensex 30 was 3700 and today it's nearing 74,000 numbers, right? So what it is telling you, this is the context in which we are operating, right? और मैंने बोला कि जब context और perspective यानी नजरिया मिलता है तो कुछ myths and realities आती हैं। Something like this, there's a number here, but each one interpreting from his or her side looks at it differently. Okay, role of asset allocation and other factors, right? हम लोग हमेशा से यही हमने सुना है, देखा है कि asset allocation जो है एक सबसे बड़ा मंत्र है, and it is, we'll conclude that it is, but before that, is it the only thing that you have to do? Okay, that is the important thing we want to discuss here. Simply speaking, what you're doing in asset allocation is you are trying to bring asset classes together in terms of what are the returns expectation and what is the risk tolerance of your client. Yeah, simply speaking, something like this in terms of the risk return curve, which is very prominently known to everybody. The capital asset pricing model. There are debates around it, but broadly speaking, हमें क्या करना है कि जब हम clients को पोर्टफोलियो बना रहे हैं तो हमें रिस्क कम करके रिटर्न्स ऊपर करनी है। ये देखना है कि जो वेटेड एवरेज रिटर्न्स हैं दे आर मैचिंग विद व्हाट द क्लाइंट्स आर एक्सपेक्टिंग, राइट? एंड रिस्क टॉलरेंसेस और वेरिएशन और डेविएशन इन द रिटर्न्स is in line, and you are not really adding any assets which are adding risk but not adding return, right? So finally, we also want to look at some of these three things that come up in our mind. कि और ये मैं कई जगह में कर चुका हूँ. In case you've heard it before, please bear with me. But this is important in terms of understanding, क्योंकि this is borne by research that we've seen over a period of time. Asset allocation determines 93% of investment performance of a portfolio. Is it true or false? Asset allocation explains 100% of the level or returns of a portfolio. मतलब अगर आपको डिसाइड करना है कि इन्फ्लेशन को हमने 5% से बीट करना है, 2% से बीट करना है, 10% से बीट करना है, तो एसेट एलोकेशन की क्या अहमियत है उसमें। और तीसरा, स्कीम सिलेक्शन प्लेज अ क्रिटिकल रोल इन परफॉर्मेंस ऑफ ग्रोथ ओरिएंटेड पोर्टफोलियोज। सो because we have a shortage of time, otherwise we would have done an interactive session here, but so what we did is इसको टेस्ट करने के लिए हमने एक एक्सपेरिमेंट किया कि हमने दो तरह के पोर्टफोलियो बनाए, उसमें दोनों में 1-1 करोड़ का इन्वेस्टमेंट अमाउंट रखा। एक पोर्टफोलियो था कंजर्वेटिव जिसमें 70% है डेट और 30% है इक्विटी, और दूसरा पोर्टफोलियो है अग्रेसिव जिसमें रिवर्स है, यानी कि 70% इक्विटी है और 30% डेट है। तो इक्विटी को रिप्रेजेंट करने के लिए हमने लार्ज कैप, मिड कैप, स्मॉल कैप फंड्स लिए, और डेट को रिप्रेजेंट करने के लिए हमने शॉर्ट टर्म डेट और जीसेक लिया, और हमने बैक टेस्टिंग की, राइट? दिस इज अ हाइपोथेटिकल इलस्ट्रेशन, राइट? प्लीज डोंट टेक इट एज अ रिकमेंडेशन और any other cues, but an illustration of how asset allocation and other factors come into play. तो इसमें हमने एक ये पोर्टफोलियो बनाया, दिस इज दी कंजर्वेटिव मॉडल पोर्टफोलियो, और 5 साल और 10 साल में इसके क्या रिटर्न्स आए इस पोर्टफोलियो के हमने देखा एज ऑफ सितंबर 30th 2024, एंड दिस इज आवर एग्रेसिव मॉडल पोर्टफोलियो। तो फ्रेंड्स, while there will be no guesses in terms of which would have done better over the long term, but important thing is I'd like you to focus on the 10-year best value. So this is all the basket of funds. This is not any specific fund. This is all the basket of funds. Typically about 33 large cap funds, 31 mid cap funds, short duration 26, small cap 29 funds, gilt 6 funds, and so that's the universe of funds that are there in the industry as of September 30th, and we tried to test it, this hypothesis across that. So important thing is कि आपका जो बेस्ट वैल्यू था 1 करोड़ का 3.24 करोड़ हुआ, और इन केस ऑफ वर्स्ट वैल्यू, मतलब अगर आप यू आर नॉट लकी, यू स्टिल मेड 2.41 times of what you invested over the 10 years, right? So the difference here is about 34-35%. अब हम आते हैं ग्रोथ ओरिएंटेड पोर्टफोलियो में, जो अग्रेसिव पोर्टफोलियो से हम बोलते हैं। इसमें हमने देखा कि डिफरेंस जो है between the best and the worst value is 4.69 and 3.17 crore. worst was about 3.17 crore, the best was about 4.70 crore. This is almost 50% difference over 10 years, right? So almost 1.5 crore का difference है in portfolios if you were choosing an aggressive portfolio and you were with the best schemes, right? So again, everybody can say that on hindsight this is possible, visible, but what do you do when you are sitting on a situation? So friends, ऐसा नहीं है कि हम best schemes choose करेंगे, but effort has to be made to choose better schemes when we are designing and reviewing portfolios. So friends, this is the research that I was talking about. Quickly, let's look at the question that we had. Is asset allocation responsible for 93% of the returns? No, it is responsible for 93% of the deviation from the stated portfolio asset allocation. That is the actual research. इसको आप देखिए, sorry, in papers में, right? So this is a very famous paper, Brinson, Wood, B. Bauer का 1986-91 में. उसके बाद इसके ऊपर और रिसर्च हुई, which is point 3, Ibbotson Kaplan research paper, which says कि जब आप portfolios डिजाइन करते हैं तो लेवल ऑफ रिटर्न, ये ना कि मतलब ये है कि अपने फॉर्मूला 1 में अगर रेस कार दौड़ानी है और कंपीट करना है अच्छी तरह से, you're sure speeds there go up to 200-225 miles per hour, right? So you have to compete with a Ferrari or a Mercedes, or a Red Bull, which is a Formula 1 car. You can't compete there with a 1000cc car. तो कहने का मतलब ये है कि लेवल ऑफ रिटर्न्स, अगर आपको इन्फ्लेशन को 8% से बीट करना है या 6% से करना है तो इक्विटी होना जरूरी है. दैट्स योर एसेट एलोकेशन, राइट? However, in terms of performance difference between two portfolios having similar asset allocation, the performance difference may 40% role is played by asset allocation and the rest of it comes from schemes you select, costs, timing and other factors, right? So that's myth versus reality number 1. Asset allocation, fantastic, best tool, but yet there is more to it in terms of scheme selection, costs, other factors and all that you take into account. Second is basically the debate, that continues ki large cap versus mid cap, small cap, NFOs, thematics, all of them are bad, isn't it? Too many, right? But let's look at the facts. तो हमने सोचा सिर्फ data देखते हैं अभी, right? Now this is again a data as of 30th November and इसमें भी हमने universe of funds लिए हैं. This is not about our fund or their fund or the industry funds. This is all the funds in the industry. So what do you see here? So obviously 1 year return में better है, 2 में better है, small mid cap, 3 में better है, 5 में, 10 में और 15 साल में भी, right? Now let me give you a perspective on this. Look at the difference between 15-year returns of large cap fund and small cap fund. कितना difference है CAGR में? Approximately 6%. You know what it translates into? अगर आपने 1 करोड़ रुपए लगाए और सिर्फ large cap में बैठे रहे आप, तो end of 15 years कितना होगा? Around 6 crores. और अगर आप स्मॉल कैप में ही रहते सिर्फ तो क्या होता? इट वुड हैव बीन 12 करोड़, डबल, राइट? तो ऐसे आप बोल सकते हैं कि ऑन हाइंडसाइड अगेन कि अगर मौसी के मूछें होती तो मामा कहलाती, पर ऐसा नहीं है. बेसिकली इट इज अबाउट मेकिंग अ चॉइस, it's kind of approaching the arena with your mind, eyes, ears open. More importantly, an open minded attitude is what will get you a good portfolio return, because there's no really formula to making money, Uske baad again, argument again, what I'm saying is it's not about, gunning for small caps or, trying to say that only that should be done, but it is important to have this perspective because this is the difference in returns that can come. BSE Sensex, हमारी जो बेलवेदर इंडेक्स है that started in 1986, उसमें से सिर्फ आज 7 ऐसी कंपनीज हैं जो प्रेजेंट हैं, बाकी सब चली गई. Some of these prominent names you would have seen, encountered, a lot of them would have disappeared. So hence the importance. And the biggest market cap किसका है अभी अपने सेंसेक्स में? HDFC, right? It started in 1994 at 450 crores and look at the journey. Today it's 14 lakh crores, right? So look at the kind of wealth it has created. Once a small cap. Again, NFOs and thematics के ऊपर कुछ statistics देखते हैं. Friends, 2019 से करीब 233 NFOs लॉन्च हुए हैं इन कैटेगरीज में. मैंने सिर्फ equity oriented categories ली हैं because these are the most debated. And then what we try to do is कि let's look at results actually, right? कि इन NFOs में क्या हुआ और वो schemes ली जिनका 1 साल का at least track record available है, right? So this is the aggregate results. And what do you see? All equity oriented जो 14 कैटेगरी जिन पे 1 साल से ज्यादा का रिजल्ट अवेलेबल था वो 146 है, सेक्टर फंड्स 14 है, थीमेटिक फंड्स 22 हैं, एवरेज सिंस इंसेप्शन रिटर्न्स 22.71, 29.3% sector funds, 23.8% thematic funds, right? And there is minimum and maximum also, right? The minimum would have been bad, maximum would have been bad, but that would have also been true for some of the existing schemes. So what is the myth? All NFOs, thematic funds are bad, right? But what are the facts? Okay, timing is everything, or is it? This again is something I'm sure all of you are convinced that timing में कुछ भी नहीं रखा, but I still see, people trying to do this daily SIP, daily STP. It's good, because उसका भी एक reason है, because behavior comes into play. But this is again a game I do. Some of you would have seen it again very quickly, since I only have 5 minutes to go. If the probability of the market going up is 80%, which is the green cards in the box, right? And the market of going down every year is 20%, what would you be doing? अगर आप market में guessing करेंगे, 80% probability है market in this environment. Let's take a poll here कि how many of you feel at least the market will give 10 to 12% return, और इंडिया का GDP जो है nominal terms में 10 से 12% होगा. I'm sure all of you believe in that, right? I assume कि हाथ नहीं खड़े किए इसका मतलब है जो believe करता है कि नहीं होगा, anybody who believes that इंडिया का nominal GDP 10-12% से grow नहीं करेगा, I doubt. I mean, there will be cynics, like I said, perception or context or perception में फर्क होता है, but most of you believe, and I'm sure all of you will assign a strong probability of about 80% or 70% to the fact कि Indian markets और Indian economy इस rate पे grow करेगी. And what we have seen markets across the world, कि अगर इस rate पे grow करती हैं, तो that's the kind of returns that is seen in the long term in the stock markets or portfolios. तो friends, अगर हम इस probability से आगे बढ़ रहे हैं, तो अगर हम guess करना चाहेंगे, करेंगे कि red is when the market is going down, green is when the market is going up, तो we will end up making mistakes. तो ऐसे scenario में the best strategy is basically don't try to guess red. Okay? Because every time you guess red, if you are only staying in the market, your probability of generating this 12-14% return will be 80%. But every time you take out the money and try to get reinvested again, you are lowering your probability. Let's say you are right 20% of the times, your overall probability or accuracy of generating this 12-14% return will be 68%. Okay? So you can use it for SIP, STP, SWP, but if you are convinced about how good the market is, if you are convinced about products fitting in the portfolio of your clients and requirements, it is best to stay invested. Again, ये हमें STP daily, monthly, weekly ये इसलिए करना पड़ता है क्योंकि we are all fundamentally creatures of emotion, not logic. This is picked up from a book which one of my good friends presented to me. And again, these are some of the things that you encounter. और इसकी वजह से ये जो myths आते हैं, they keep on getting pronounced. This is a very famous study by the CFA Institute research, which tells you what are some of these pushbacks that you receive from clients. So highest is herding, which means people get influenced by peers कि मेरे friend ने इतना return बनाया और आप मुझे कम बना के दे रहे हो. Confirmation, people look for something that has been done in the past. Overconfidence, availability, and loss aversion, right? So as advisors and manufacturers, I think it's our duty to make sure that we go with facts, we go with our analysis and study, and therefore come out with what is really best for the portfolios. So basically, I think if you were to look at summarizing all this, I would think that asset allocation continues to be a very, very reliable tool for all of us and cannot be ignored for long-term wealth creation. But उसके अलावा हमें scheme selection पे भी focus करना पड़ेगा, right? Because you saw the difference it could make. You saw the difference of ignoring new ideas, new themes. And of course, persist to resist the behavioral biases that clients have and also we all have in us, right? It is best shed by ensuring that we are exposed to new knowledge, new information, new analysis. Finally, timing में time मतलब मत लगाएं ज़्यादा. I think it's best if you stay invested. And then finally, एक चीज which I thought is important always in terms, and especially in the financial world where you have barrage of information, and we have 1.2 billion journalists, 1.3 billion journalists India में WhatsApp Academy में, right? Our population, everybody is giving views and all. I'm the master of my fate. I'm the captain of my soul. A very famous, poet. He said this. And अगर मैं इसको हिंदी में translate करूं, तो सुनो सबकी पर करो मन की. Right? That should be the agenda. Thank you very much. Have a good day, please.